And welcome back, Crypto Hulk Show. Check it out. We got the Hedera, first ever Hedera. I just saw this picture. I thought it was very cool. I know it has Bitcoin and Ethereum on there. And hey, when those suckers go nuts, then we get rich too. So I don't even care. Welcome back to the show. I'm digging it's not even a green screen. It's my Apple computer that does this. I'm able to make whatever background I want. I can change it. Whoa, whoa. Alrighty then. The time is 6:50 a.m. Friday, January 10th. Got a Filipino party at the house tonight. They're going to start showing up about 5 o'clock. Probably be like 20 Filipinos deep in here. That's just how we roll, right? Okay. Let's see. Who's the first 5 people to show up? It was Rob, G.O., Goodwill, Everlasting Faith, Chin Mitch, with a very interesting name, SHGRAPH1, and for notable mention, we got Brian Harty, IBEW Dan, and then Michelle. Okay, kids, let's look to the comments here briefly. Let's see, Jersey Kathy. Just a week about Flair. Either tomorrow, which is Saturday for me, January 11th, or on Sunday, I'm going to do another $10 a month member-only show on what's the next cryptocurrency that I'm going to buy. And I'd say get in on this one right away. They're doing big things for a small little company. They have a great network that they're working with right now. Now, this could be a crypto that I have bought already or I've never bought yet. You can find that out when I have the private members-only show. Now, there were some people that are in the VIP membership group. I'll start announcing this. I've contacted one of those people, and I'm ready to start working with them. With the VIP group stuff, what I'm going to let generally is the first month go because it's a lot of money to pay. And what happened before is somebody canceled the membership, got all the free information and canceled membership. So now all that's a wrap. So from now on, if you can wait, that's great. If not, sorry, I'm not going to do this again. But pay for that VIP membership. You can contact me via my Twitter. So it's at CryptoHawk19 on Twitter. Contact me there. And then you'll know that, because I got a list here of who the VIP members are, and I've only one person's only contacted me out of 3. So contact me via Twitter, and once that 30-day hits, 31-day, then I will contact you, and you get like 3 hours, and we can discuss shit, not all at once, but just maybe hear it, just whenever, like 3 hours. I'll add up the times and stuff, and there you go. You should really only need one meeting, but sometimes somebody might wait 2-3 months, jump back in again with another VIP membership. Maybe they want to discuss different things that have come up in crypto. It constantly changes, right? So, I don't think you don't need that every month. There's no way you need that every month, but get a VIP. Then we'll sit down or stand up and discuss all the different things that you have questions to that I might be able to answer. I don't know everything. And then I'll figure out how much different kinds of crypto you got, what your goal is for here and there, short-term, long-term goals, different kinds of things, what cryptos to look out for, what to look for in a crypto that you want to buy. And that should be enough. But maybe after 4 months, probably recommending to get another VIP session and figure shit out if you're continuing wanting to buy more new ideas. So that's that. Next, Caleb & Brown is a sponsor to the show. I recently started with them. The reason is I got really worried about a lot of hacks that came out and quantum computer hacks. We know that Hbar, HASHGRAPH, and Seals Q that they're working with, they're putting it on satellites. And the goal is to stop a quantum computer hack, and inclusive everything. I mean, the Treasury was just hacked, so I'm like, well, what if this shit's hacked? So what I've done, and other people, and you don't have to, but, you know, Caleb & Brown is a brokerage, so all they do is buy your crypto at the lowest point they can find it and sell it at the highest point, and then they trade slice it out so you don't lose money on slippage, as they call it. The thing I like, there's about maybe 10 things I liked about Caleb & Brown. I'm only going to mention one or two now, is that they don't hold your crypto. I want to be very clear with this. They work with a company called Fireblocks that holds your crypto. So no company can come in to hack the Caleb & Brown website to take all your crypto out of it. It's not there. That's one. Number two, this is an inconvenience, but it's one of the times in life where it's a very good inconvenience. With Caleb & Brown, it's not like some exchanges or something, because it's not an exchange, it's a brokerage, and they represent you. So they want to buy your crypto at the lowest point and sell your crypto at the highest, so you come back to do business with them again. That's how it should be, right? Now, the great part is they don't hold the crypto. They just buy and sell. They do two things. That's it, okay? Fireblocks holds the crypto. So why is that safe? Well, Bank of New York Mellon, they've only been around since the 1780s. That's not a big deal. They trust Fireblocks just like Caleb & Brown. Fireblocks has 1,800 global banks that they work with. Why don't these 1,800 banks just buy these? I'm just asking the question. The reason is because it's superior protection. It's not just a hardware wallet. It's institutional grade custody. A quantum attack is going to burn right through this sucker. I'm just letting you know. So for me, I'm going where all the banks, the 1,800 banks are going. I'm going to that island of protection. Now, you can go to whatever island of protection you want. That's fine. I'm going where 1,800 banks are going, because I'm pretty sure these 1,800 banks are richer than all of you. So if all these people must know something, these banks, and there's all kinds of secrets in crypto that me and you don't know about, and these top people, they know, okay? We're just like the little people trying to look over the fence or look through the door to see what's going on. That's all that we know. So what I've decided to do, and other people, is I've still got my ledger. I've got my keys. I've got my crypto. That's so fucking stupid, whoever made that stupid shit up. I'm going to be splitting my risk. So I got my crypto on a hardware wallet, and my other half will be with Caleb & Brown. I've talked to some people on the channel. They told us they've dumped it all in there. Some people are at 30%, 40, 50, whatever. Look, some people want to know, Crypto Hulk, what are you doing? And I'm just simply telling you. For those people that joined up, they're very happy. Caleb & Brown, I just email them for trades. Generally what I do is I clean out my email every day, and on certain times, maybe twice a month, I buy crypto. As I'm just going through my email, I send off Sean, my broker, an email. Hey, can you give me $500 of Hbar? Thanks. And in 2 to 4 minutes, it's done. Okay. Now, some people like to use the computer website that they got. I think they're working on a phone app or something. I don't know. But some people like to go into the website, and that's cool. Like, just for me, I already know I don't need to really go on their website, me personally. I dig through the news every day to make your guys' show, so I can see what's going on and shit I need to buy. So that's why I just email them. I don't need to look through their list of all the shit that they sell. I know what I want to buy based on fundamental news. That's how I do shit. I don't look at a chart. I mean, okay, sometimes I'll look at some charts, but my reason to buy is fundamental news. So that's why I don't really need to talk to anybody there for me to figure stuff out. But it's always good to have an extra opinion on some things. I'm sure they know some stuff, maybe it's a little insider stuff I don't know about. But I just stick with fundamental. The next thing I like, and there's the last thing, I'll wrap it up, is there's two things. One is they do not hold your crypto. So we've eliminated anybody coming in, hacking Caleb and Brown and stealing everybody's crypto. That's just not going to happen. Next is it's an inconvenient, but a good inconvenience, is you got to go to your bank to send money to your account at Caleb and Brown. They do not store credit card information and authorizations and PINs and all that stuff. No. Nobody can hack into Caleb Brown to get my bank account information to steal money because they don't have it. All they have is like a mailbox where they catch money. And then it goes into my account like that. I don't store $1 million on my account. Most of the time on Caleb Brown, I keep anywhere from $500 to $1,000 at all times. So I guess if a hacker was to get in there, that's probably about all that they get. I guess it's possible. But they don't have access when they get into, if they get into Caleb Brown, to go into my bank account and get money. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So it's going to make, all they're going to get is some chump change. Okay. You're better off, if you're going to steal, to get into somewhere where you can hack and steal people's crypto and drain bank accounts and shit. I mean, that's a generally more profitable way to do things. Because if you got skills to hack into shit, then you might as well make it worth your time. See, the more shit you do, you're going to get caught. You want to make like one big move and then like retire. That's like how you get away with shit. I'm just letting you know, I used to work for the Department of Justice. I've worked with some big criminals before. People stealing shit worth $1 billion. Not like little guys on the street stealing $500 or even $500,000 or $5 million. I'm talking about criminals that I'd have to interact with that would steal like $1 billion. So they would just say, you don't want to do a whole bunch of crime. You just want to like get that major hit and then fucking retire. Plan it out. Take it on. Don't be taking all these different jobs. Look for one that's going to pay you $10 million or $20 million, or something, then go with that one. But anyhow, that's enough of all that crazy shit. That was a different life I had working with those people. Let's start off the program here. Oh, wait a second. Sandy J. Yesterday sent a certain crypto I've had to Caleb and Brown to trade for some special favor. Received a message within minutes. The trade was completed. Very satisfied. They're fast, aren't they? Like when Caleb Brown says they never sleep, well, some people are, I guess, awake all times. But I'm telling you, when I do the email notification, like, hey, Sean, if Sean's not there, another Caleb Brown person is watching his account and they read the emails, and within, I'm just telling you, for me, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, these things are done. Where have you gone? Can you go to Coinbase or in these upholds, call them and actually talk to your broker? I love it, okay? I absolutely love it. I'm big on customer service. That's why I have a show and a top chat right there. Bam. You have a question that's not going to take me 300 minutes to answer, then I can look through the top chat. If you got my attention, answer your question just like that. Some people drop money. That tends to get my eyeball on something, but it's just like that. Do that with Coinbase or something. Can you get a hold of people there? Or Uphold or Exodus Wallet or whatever? No, you're kind of on your own, right? So that's how Caleb Brown is. You call them whenever. I mean, when they're open. Now, after hours, you can email and you'll still get responses. So that's tough to get. So yeah, okay. Let's go to the first article of the show, and that's Faux Show. Right now it's 7:06 a.m. I started the show a little early. So if you just walked in, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about Kenya. Can you sit tight and watch the show for a minute? Copy and a paste. It wasn't a question, it was a statement. Let me do that one. Okay. When will Caleb Brown be available in New York? When you stop having a communist governor in New York. That's when. Okay. Let's look here. Boy, Jove. The IMF. Oh, you're going to love this article. It's not really a deep dive, but there's a lot of connections here. I've already told you this already. When you get Africa hooked up with crypto, you're done, okay? We need Africa to get hooked up. I'm going to read to you articles as they pop up about Africa because I want you to see. Like, we're waiting for Africa. Can you guys just fucking do the damn thing and get hooked up? But we're dealing with a lot of intricate geopolitical shit. You got a continent with probably 50 different states in there, let's call it countries, okay? In the United States, we have states, and we have a hard enough time already getting along. Imagine if you had a country with 50 different countries in it. Holy fuck. Talk about, if one country don't like the other, we stopped train service right here. I mean, it can get really fucked up. So Africa is one that I want you guys to pay attention to, because as you start seeing Africa get all hooked up, the time is getting very close to where these cheap cryptos, you're not going to get XDC for 9 fucking cents, okay? And Hbar for fucking 25 cents or whatever it is, okay? These cryptos, in the next 6 months, what I believe is a lot of these cheap cryptos won't be cheap cryptos. They'll be into the dollars. I'm not talking $1 million, but they'll be into like $1.50, $3.50, shit like that, okay? The days for you, look, if you don't have the money, get a fucking loan. Wait, my name's Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor.
Seriously?
I'm one of the biggest liars on YouTube. Don't believe a word that I say. Every show, I'll usually inject like 3 ounces of heroin into my body, snort about a baseball-sized mountain of cocaine, drink about a gallon of tequila, some Don Julio 1942. I do that every day. So I'm so high or drug-induced right now, don't listen to a word I say. Now, you need to get a loan, probably something around $2,000, okay? And get you a little mixture of crypto. We can go over that more in this weekend on the Crypto Hulk 2024 Crypto Explosion Group, where we can get into which cryptos am I going to buy this week, which ones have I bought, and how much should you kind of mix it up. So we'll discuss that more. But on this program here, let's stick with the IMF, International Monetary Fund. These people are telling the country of Kenya to get their crypto regulations squared away. Now, it's funny because they need to tell the United States to do the same thing. I want you to see how foolish this article is, because all the connections, I'm going to show you it's a simple little article. And if you don't read the article like me, you miss out on the meaning. So that's why people are like, oh, I can just read the article. I don't need to watch your show. No. Well, you can read the article and you don't need to watch my show if you want to be broke, okay? What I'll do is we'll read the same article and then I'll add a whole dump truck with connections and important things you need to be aware of. The IMF urges Kenya to align crypto laws with global standards. Remember what I've said. There's two things we need to be rich. I've only been telling you this for at least two to 3 years, okay? I'm not counting. Not a big deal. 1, global crypto regulations. What are we seeing right here? The IMF is telling Kenya about global regulations. Oh, shit. I told you you'll have the IMF, who are these groups here? Financial Action Task Force, Financial Stability Board, Basel. There's probably 10 organizations. These are global organizations. There's 10 of them that are controlling the world. Okay? Basel already has their idea on crypto regulations, and these other organizations, they're now trying to get countries to buy into it and adopt them. All the hard work is done, okay? Now it's just a matter of these countries trying to implement this, and it's going to be difficult. The IMF recommends that Kenya overhaul their crypto system as they got it now. The IMF is saying, Kenya, you have shit for crypto regs. Flip the script, okay? That's what we got going on here. The IMF advised Kenya to create a clear, predictable regulatory environment for crypto. And I'm like, why doesn't Gary Gensler do that, right? Okay, see what I mean? This thing is so bullshit right here. You've got the world financial organizations telling Kenya they need to change shit. Notice how they're not telling the United States. We don't have crypto laws in the United States. Gary Gensler's regulation by enforcement, that's not crypto law. That's, we think this is good this week, but then next week it's going to be bad. But then a month from then, it's going to be good. See, that's what we have in America. Same fucking shit that Kenya has. Are they telling America what to do? No. Why? Because we need the small, poor, broke countries to get all hooked up. We need to get Africa hooked up first, okay? United States, we're so ready to go. We could be ready in 1 week. I'll bet. 2 weeks if we have to give people ID shit and hook up their bank, 2 weeks, okay, 4 weeks at the most, something like that. These other countries, they got a lot of work to do, okay? So this is what's going on in Kenya. Now, if we look down here where I have it highlighted, look where it says aligning Kenya's crypto laws globally. I want you to hear that. The IMF wants to get Kenya's crypto laws lined up with the whole world. This crypto hawk, why are we not rich right now? Because of this. You have so many countries who either A, don't have crypto regulations like the United States, and or their countries are a mess and they need help. Because if this world takes off with crypto, they're going to be left behind and get devastated. They will be destroyed, okay? Now let's look here. Who's involved? Who's making all these crypto laws and regulations? I'm going to show you a part of it, and then we'll wrap up this first article right here. I'm going to start dropping truth bombs here in about 1 minute, okay? Number 1, who's telling the world what to do? Bali FinTech Agenda. That's Bali, Indonesia. The G20. It's a organization where there's a top 20 countries of the world. They call shots, okay, as a group, but their main bosses are the 5 families of the world. Underneath them, you'll have like 10 organizations, Financial Action Task Force, Financial Stability, shit like that. The people at the top of the 5 families. Underneath them, the 10 organizations. Part of them I just listed here. World Bank, IMF, FATFA, FSB. Those are like the 10. Then underneath that, you get the G20. Maybe the G10, then the G20. But anyhow, I'm not here to break down the hierarchy of how the world's power system works because I don't know. I'm just giving you a little teeny glimpse of what I know. What we got here is the Bali FinTech Agenda. I'm going to show you here in a minute. Bali, Indonesia. Indonesia was a Ripple partner for the past 10 years. That country is so hooked up with Ripple, no other channel knows. I'm going to show the evidence that no other channel has. You got the IMF in this, World Bank, FATFA, FATF, and then the FSB, Financial Stability Board. These are just part of the groups controlling the world for the future. They are trying to get everybody in compliance. Now let's see what cryptocurrency company is involved in all of this, okay? But yet, our government in America doesn't have crypto regs. I want you to watch something. I'm calling off the bullshit right now. B-U-L-L-S-H-I-T. That's bullshit. Okay, here we go. Let me do a copy and a paste here. Give me a minute to get this trackpad working. And we'll look right there. Okay. We got here, Ripple joins forces with a firm called Coin. This was in 2019. So for the past 5-6 years, Ripple is already past the FATF, Financial Action Task Force, okay? Remember, they're one of the power groups of the world. Ripple got a green light with FATF because they joined Coin, and that got Ripple into compliance with the top agencies, okay? So already we're seeing Ripple. Let's see who else is involved in this process. Should have known. Hold on. So we talked about Financial Action Task Force. Now let's talk about the International Monetary Fund, because they're involved in helping Kenya and the rest of the world. Let's look at this article. Should have known it. Ripple advising the IMF. Should have known. At high-level discussions on fintech. Oh, my God. Well, let's go to the next governing body. Let's look at the Bank for International Settlements, because they're involved in all of this stuff, too. Should have known. Ripple's involved in that as well. We have a letter that Ripple wrote because they're working with the Financial Stability Board, the FSB, who is working with the Bank for International Settlement. So they're both combined. The Financial Stability Board is what we read in the Kenyan article, and they're trying to get Kenya to register with the world's global format. So there's 2 organizations here, Financial Stability Board, Bank for International Settlements. Both are kind of like the same division or organization, but there's different divisions. And you got Ripple, who's a part of that, just saying, okay? There's your proof for that. Now, let me copy paste this. I want you to see, like, Ethereum's not here, Bitcoin's not here, Chainlink's not here, anything else is not here, except you've got, now look what we got here. Now we're dealing with the International Monetary Foundation. We just got done reading the article in Kenya, how the IMF is telling them, you need to get crypto laws. The IMF is running shit, okay, along with these other 9 organizations. Right here, they have a meeting. Oh, look, it's the Bali FinTech agenda following the launch. So after the launch of what we just learned about, the Bali FinTech agenda, now Bali's from Indonesia, they're a Ripple partner. The IMF had an advisory group started after that. What we're looking at here, this article is 2019. I want you to see how far along this is. We're talking 5 years ago. I'm telling you what, these sneaky little fucks, I think they're a lot farther along than they're letting people believe. Look at this. This is like 5 years ago, pushing almost 6 years ago. But Crypto Hulk, the price. Okay, look at fundamental news and quit with this price. Now's the time to buy. If you don't know anything, obviously it's not selling time. It's not sell your crypto time. It's buy your crypto. That's why I joined up with Caleb and Brown, because I'm now buying crypto. I haven't for about 4.5, 5 years almost, okay? It's about 4.5 years I haven't bought crypto. I started again with Caleb and Brown. Now, these people here, 5, 6 years ago, had an IMF meeting. It's called the Bali FinTech Agenda. They had a meeting after that. I want you to see who's there. Number 1, Jeremy Allaire from Circle. He's the CEO of Circle. Wonder why Tether's not there. Why isn't anybody else there? Oh, now, hold on, Crypto Hulk. Chris Larson from Ripple was there. Let's see who else is at this meeting. BBVA. Okay, so that's a Ripple bank. Santiago Fernandez, he showed up for BBVA. That's a Ripple partner. Oh, now Robert Garrison, he's from the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation that runs on the XDC crypto. We'll count it that Ripple's there, Stellar's there, because Circle's Stellar, and now we see the DTCC, which runs on XDC. There, so far we got 3 of the X cryptos right there. See how they work together? Don't Crypto Hulk. Which should I buy more of? Like, I don't know. In all honesty, I've never been one to buy Stellar. Maybe I'm wrong, and Stellar ends up being I don't know. I've got XDC and XRP. But if I was going to tell somebody, buy the 3 equally. Am I doing that? No. I'm just being honest, okay? Don't copy me, because if shit ends up fucked up, then, oh, Crypto Hog. Yeah, remember I told you, I get high as fuck before the show, so. Okay, there's a professor from MIT there. That's where Gary Gensler's from, and he taught there. We got Singapore there. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, that's a massive Ripple partner right there. Bank of Canada's there. That's a massive Ripple partner. So, just saying, okay? Lastly, here's the Indonesian connection. Notice how they had the Bali FinTech agenda? I'm going to show you something right here no other channel has. Go to the 53-second mark. 53-second mark. What do you see? Well, Crypto Hulk, it says Ripple Indonesia, copyright with the little C with the circle, copyright 2015. Then the capital letters P, Paul Thomas, period. Then it says Ripple Solusi, SOLUSI, and then Technology, TEKNOLOGI. I think we know that that's Indonesia. Ripple Partner 2015. No other channel has this. That's the end of that particular section of articles. No, Vitalik Booty Rim was not there wearing his unicorn shirt, and he definitely wasn't eating his boogers like we saw him at other meetings. Oh, God. I'm still kind of full from breakfast, and that shit just almost makes me want to throw up. Golden Sun, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Indonesia just became a full member of BRICS. Yes, they did. And it's all running on XRP anyway. Let me check here. We got Stu Lavelle in here. I did a cold plunge yesterday, 20 minutes. And it was 38 degrees in that thing. Whoo, fuck. Yeah, man, it was, I'll admit it was tough. The first 5 minutes were extremely difficult. And then by the 10-minute mark, I was like, I got this. And at the 15-minute mark was like, okay. And then by the 20-minute mark, I think I'll go. Went into the dry sauna for about 5 to 10 minutes to thaw off. And yeah, it was great. Now, I don't go as much as I did before. I'm going to go again today. I'm going to do legs this morning. And then after that, I'm going to cold plunge. Well, at some point today, I'm going to cold plunge. I don't know exactly when. But and then probably Sunday or Monday, it's back to doing some dry sauna. So I'm trying to mix it up, hot and cold. But yes, okay. Let me see here. Stu Lavelle says, I did 15 minutes this morning. Whew, way good. So just briefly, Stu Lavelle. Stu Lavelle took up and did the Crypto Hulk Cold Plunge Challenge. Stu Lavelle, how long has it been since you started? And just very briefly, and then what have you noticed? Tell us briefly, what have you noticed about the cold plunge and how it helps you? And do you intend to cold plunge the rest of your life if you can? Just tell us briefly on that. But Gary, because I'm telling you what, I'm moving to Reno. That's my goal. And I'm going to find a new cold plunge place. I might even buy a cold plunge, although I'm not going to actually buy it. I'm going to try to get somebody to sponsor. I'm going to try to find a cold plunge company, and then I will do a cold plunge probably 4 times a week and then promote that cold plunge. Because if I make a cold plunge video, I get at least 2,000-3,000 people that watch it by the time it's done. And they don't watch it the full time, but still. But I get about 3,000 hits. So I could get about 12,000 a week. That's 50,000 people a month. And then that's 600,000 a year watching my videos. So I'm going to try to get somebody to give me a cold plunge or at least lease me one. I mean, get a free lease on it or something. Okay. Nobody. Thanks, nobody, for the donation. Hulk, thanks for keeping us short bus kids off the corner. Sucking D. For XRP, you'll find me in the back licking the window. Okay. I grew up in a cold climate. We had a bus that would take us to school. The windows on the inside of the bus would get water condensation, like water humidity build up on the window. And some of the kids would draw hearts and draw shit on the windows. And you'd always get those motherfuckers who want to like lick the fucking window. And even as a little kid, I'm looking at these people like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid? And we didn't have a short bus either. These were supposed to be like normal fucking kids. And we always looked at these kids like, you're so fucking dirty, like, gross. Yeah, it was just like that. So Robert says, Crypto Hawk, the monkeys at YouTube are not allowing me to join the membership plan. Okay, here's what we do. Once a week, you have to delete. Okay, first, you got to get the YT app loaded on your phone, okay? I know it's what you have to do. Then, once a week, delete the app, keep your subscription, but delete the app and reload it. I noticed once I did that, things are better on my channel. Same thing with you. Everybody, once a week at least, if you're having problems, if you're not getting notified or whatever, delete it, reload it again, go into your settings, find my channel, hit notifications, all, and everything like that. That usually takes care of most all the problems. If not, you can find the send feedback button. Mine's in the bottom left corner right there. You can send YouTube a message every day for like a week. Okay? Be very brief and explain YouTube's not allowing me to join a particular channel. Whatever you want to tell them. And near the end, you can kind of get a little nasty with them. And some people have threatened their lives. I mean, not your own, but theirs if they don't fix it. Like, I'm going to find you in the parking lot and gut you like a fish. But, I mean, don't do shit like that. But that tends to probably work for some people. But I don't want to give you the idea for that. Now, in the end, if it doesn't work, I'm just letting you know. See, look, there's a reason why you can't join is the people at YT don't want you to know the information that I have. Because, I mean, let's face it. The information on my show, nobody else has. So... And I dropped some real good ones on this show to show you connections that nobody else has. So in the end, I'm telling you what, unfortunately, get a whole new account, different email, different credit card person, use your friend's credit card or something for the membership fee, different email, different username. Unfortunately, that's what some people have to do. I don't want to mention their names, but some of them are here today, and I pretend like I don't know these people. Like, I won't mention the real names or whatever, because they had to change their name to get on my show, and all their credit card information, email, everything's different, and then you'll be able to join. That's the game you got to play at YouTube, all right? And then every week, just delete the phone app, reload it again. Okay, Virtual Unknown, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. I appreciate you going above and beyond. That's how you got to do some things. Life-size fidget spinner with the midget on the end. Midget Spinner Fund. Thanks. Oh, so we should get a fidget spinner and put a midget on there and spin. Gosh. Hey, we might have some human right violation at the Crypto Hulk party once we're rich. Someone says, your name just started showing up again in the search for me. Oh, dang. Lee Hughes dropped a fat one. Lee Hughes says, thank you. You know, those things, I can't really, it's hard to explain when I see shit like that happen when some people, look, hey, we all got our own financial abilities right now. Some of us got it and some don't. And it's very impressive when I see certain things, but you know what? It's income dependent. Like, my goal is to make you rich. So right now, okay, you can't drop $100 just like that, like some people, you know? Maybe some people it's $2. You know what? I'm here. It's fine with your $2. Like, these are all just donation shit, whatever, okay? My goal is to show you how to make so much damn money. And that's why I can't go on a TikTok. They will fucking ban me the first day, okay? It knows my voice or whatever the fuck it is. They have a very advanced algorithm thing or whatever it is on TikTok. It's good. Sometimes I've been through like 6 or 7 channels at TikTok. Eventually I found out, you know what? It knows my voice. Okay. But On TikTok in a month, I could easily get 40,000 followers. Like I could have 500,000 or 1 million on TikTok. It bans people too much there. And YouTube is pretty bad too. But whatever it is, a numbers game, check this out. You've got a great program here. You've got an excellent researcher, pretty honest about, very honest about what I believe is going to happen in crypto and connections and stuff. I try to bring real world use case to the channel. I want you rich. I don't care how poor you are now. Hey, it depends. Hey, if you don't got the money, get a fucking loan, right? It's like investing in your future. If you have a business, you need to buy machines or whatever it is, you're investing, whether it's $1,000 or whatever you can do, $500, then get XDC. Get like a Caleb Brown, $500 XDC, you're super broke, and you pay that off $50 a month for the next 10 months. Shit. I mean, there's only so much I can do, and that's bring you great information. I got people now, I don't talk to them all the time, but I got some friends that are loaded compared to me. But I got friends, people I've helped in my past. Sometimes they got the VIP membership, this one guy, and on one of his deals, not through me, but he had a professional advisor. Dude lost like $700,000. You know what that same guy told me, Crypto Hulk? He was the one that would pay me the $500 for like a phone call or whatever. And he's like, dude, the information you got is priceless. He's like, you're the best financial advisor I never had, you know? And this is a rich dude, and he might be worth 10 mil, but he said he's poor because his friends are worth like 100, 200 million. He's like the poor guy of all of his friends. And I'm like, dude, you're worth 10 million? Like, sweet. But then I know another guy, I mean, he's got like just $1 million in crypto. Maybe that's just XRP. I know a few guys like that and stuff. And they will talk to me. Some of these guys I know. And they'll call me up and say, so what do you think about this or that? And I'm like, no, whatever. I mean, they'll listen to me more than, I mean, they'll confirm it. One of these guys actually had a Raoul Paul membership. That guy named Raoul Paul for like 500 or 1,000 a month. Then he's calling me. I'm like, dude, why don't you just start paying me 500 fucking month, right? Or 1,000 a month. I'm like, that other dude, what the fuck does he know, right? Is he telling you shit like Ripple Rush and all that? No. That dude doesn't know shit, okay? That's what I tell my friend. But I'm not making a public statement about it. I'm just saying that Raoul Paul guy doesn't know shit. That's what I told my friend. But I'm not publicly announcing that to open myself up to any kind of defamation suit. I'm just telling my fans what I told my friend, that Raoul Paul is shit, okay? And that 1,000 a month, you got to be fucking high to pay that guy that much money. That's what I told my friend, but I'm not telling you that. I'm just letting you in on a private conversation I had with my friend. Now his legal department's like, fuck, he covered himself. Fuck. No, sorry, Raoul, can't sue that guy. He just covered himself. Yep. Just let you know what I told my friend, that Raoul Paul is showing shit. Okay. Starler's dad. I'm trying to read this. Star-Lord's dad. Stu Lavelle gave 10 memberships. One of the people is what I just said. Next one is Ephemero. What's this name? Ephemero. And then we got Stony Bones. Irina Clayton got a membership by Stu Lavelle. And then Slippery Pickle got another free membership. Hope. Slam Adams. That's an interesting one. Got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Wild Cards and Coins. And then As If. Then we got Travis Leach, got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Stu froze the Hulk for a sec. See, when Stu does stuff, there's got to be some alert at YT, because then they start fucking with the channel. It's very interesting. Everything works until he starts to do something, whatever, and then YT gets all fucking pissed off, I guess would be the word. Butthurt would be a better word. Cowboy 86. CryptoHawk is the Chuck Norris of the crypto sphere. I just do work, man. That's what I do is work. That's why you don't see other channels with the information I have, because they don't want to do work. WORK. It hurts to do work, okay? Now, let's talk about the Philippines. We're talking about a third world country, okay? We're going to talk about Hedera HASHGRAPH right now. I know in the title of one of my videos, I put crypto Hbar. If you look at the description section, I put a disclaimer in there. I know I don't need to be corrected. I know you just got into crypto last week and you know more than me. I got that, okay? But I'm just going to call it sometimes crypto Hbar because that's how people see it. I know it's a hash graph, okay? I don't know everything about Hbar because I haven't studied it for almost 5 years. I've been in crypto. But what I have been seeing with Hbar is massive adoption in cryptocurrency, and they're hooking up with all kinds of projects. That's what I'm seeing, okay? Now they're hooking up with a country. That's pretty fucking amazing, because I don't see Dogcoin or none of this other dumb shit hooking up with an actual country's government. This is a big fucking deal for Hedera. If you're somebody who's new, CryptoHawk, I don't want to get any scammy coins and this and that. Look at Hedera hooking up with what? Filipino banks. These aren't people in their room. These aren't 35, 40-year-old guys living at their parents' house in the basement or the attic, buying a dog coin and playing with fidget spinners, okay? What we got here is a crypto company working with Filipino banks. And it's not XRP and it's not XLM, okay? Filipino banks plan to launch multi-issuer stable coins called the PHPX on Hedera, okay? So they're all starting off with stable coins. They're claiming it's Hedera. Now, notice they're going to use this at first, okay? They make, I'm not going to read the whole article. At a couple points in here, they have to say, and we're starting with Hedera. They have to use the word, and we're starting. That means they're going to use something else. I think when they have their CBDC, it's going to be Ripple, XRP. Well, the XRP platform, Hedera can go right on there and work. But I think they're going to probably use Ripple Tech for their CBDC. But then again, they got the stablecoin. Ripple's got it too. And Ripple's got the bridge. But I'm not trying to steal Hedera's shine. So let's focus on Hedera with this and forget about all the Ripple and all the other ones. Because I don't want to take away from Hedera. Ripple's not mentioned here at all. The star of the show is Hedera. That's Hbar. You can get that on Caleb and Brown. And I'll put that link in here right now if you're brand new. Highly suggest you go to Caleb Brown and get this. That's my first sponsor to this show, and I'm glad that they decided to choose our channel. And I'm an affiliate of them. I'm not an employee. Our relationship between Caleb Brown and me can just split. They can make a phone call in 30 days, it's over. I can make one. So it's just a company that I found that I have trust in. And that's something I barely have. I'm very cynical about 99% of the shit that I see on the internet. I'm cynical about, I mean, look, I dig into Ripple and I'm like, how the fuck are they working with the Chinese? Like, I'm so cynical. And, but when I see Kevin Brown, I like it. I'm going to leave it at that and move on. So what do we see in this article right here? Hedera, which is Hbar, is being used. Now, later this year, several Filipino banks are planning to launch multi-bank peso stablecoin. It's the Philippine X. PHP is the Philippines, and look, X. So I'm not stealing Hedera's, but I think we all know what that X probably is. I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Now look what it says. this Filipino stablecoin, which will initially operate on Hedera. There you go. Remember in the beginning, they say it twice in this article. I remember from last night when I was looking through the article. What banks are involved? The Rizal Commercial Banking and Union Bank. Okay, those are both Tranglo partners, which are partners of Ripple. I just had to say it. Don't mean to steal the shine from Hedera. They start talking here about Union Bank and then something called UBX, Union Bank X. I think we all know what that's meaning. I'm not getting into the article because I could spend a while. It talks about Basel. Okay, the latest Basel iteration. So Basel, for brand new people, Basel's an organization, like I said, at the top, controlling all of us with crypto and banking, okay? So the Basel group said to qualify as Group 1 low-risk stablecoin network has to be permissioned. Hedera fits that. Okay, so what? Hold on. Fuck. What we got going on is this. All the banks in the world are going to follow Basel rules. Get it? Every bank in the world. Basel has something that banks can get into crypto if your crypto falls in what they call Group 1 low risk. I'm not getting into all this. I'm just going to keep it as simple as I can. Hedera fits in that Group 1 low risk. So does XRP, XLM, pretty much all the ISO cryptos, okay? That's what we're dealing with here. Tether is not in there. Dogecoin's not in there. Ethereum's not in there. Bitcoin's not in there. Hedera is in that top of the best cryptos. Now, Ethereum does stuff. Of course, businesses are building on Ethereum. That'll change in the future. But I wanted to show you here, Hedera is that top of the top crypto. Group 1B, low risk, stablecoin. There you go with that. Now, you got some banks mixed in. Let's get into that. First off, I want to show you, Philippines is very well a Ripple partner. Now we're going to start talking about the other people maybe involved. And so I've already said all the good things about Hbar, how you need to get it. All right. This article here, watch the whole article later. Watch the whole thing later. The whole video I just made is on how great the Philippines and XRP is together. Okay. Now at the 35-second mark, we see Ripple targets the Philippines with new XRP payments partner. Okay. This article here is about 4 years old, almost 5. All right. I want you to see this. I'll tell you what, just my opinion. They're so far ahead. They might be at like 80% of the world right now with Ripple and all this crypto. I don't know. Maybe it's 70, maybe it's 8. I don't want to give numbers because I don't know. But this shit right here, it's almost 5 years old. Ripple's been in Philippines at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years or something like that. Okay, because this article is at least 5 years old. Now, let's look here at Tranglo. Tranglo is a Ripple partner. Ripple owns 40%. Some people say that Ripple, after 4 or 5 years, whatever, got out of a partnership with Tranglo. But whatever it is, Ripple, they're using Ripple Tech at Tranglo. Here's Ripple Connection. So I'm done talking about Hedera. Now, we've got something called Tranglo. Ripple owns 40% of this. And this is the Philippines. You can see right there, Tranglo and then Philippines. if you scroll through this, you can see all the banks that that Tranglo has in the Philippines. And you can find Union Bank on this list. So let's go down. Okay, all the way down to the bottom. If you look at the left side, customer number 59, Union Bank. Okay, all the way down, second to the end, Union Bank. So bam, there's your Ripple connection there. And if you look up near the R section, okay, Riesel, it's number 40 and 41. So you look on the left side, the numbers go from 1 to 60. Look at number 40, 41, Riesel Bank. So Union Bank and Riesel Bank, we're listed in there as partners to this Philippine stablecoin, right? And you can clearly see that those are Tranglo customers. Now, if you're brand new, give me a second here. Ripple owns 40% of Tranglo. So basically, it's Ripple. The Philippines stablecoin thing, it's Ripple. Let me show you this evidence right here. Copy, paste. So there's your article right there. Ripple acquires 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payment specialist, Tranglo. Okay, I think it's very clear that before, now I'm going to steal Hedera's shine, all right? Before Hedera even got involved in this shit with the Philippines and releasing a stablecoin, Ripple's been there 5, 6, 7 years in the Philippines working away at things. Ripple with Tranglo, designed a platform. Hedera comes on, layer 2 or whatever you want to call it. Hedera just builds on it. And then now, that's why they say initially it's Hedera, because everybody knows Ripple's involved with it. Do I own Hedera? Absolutely. I'm working on building up my Hedera, but that's definitely one that's on my list. There is the end of that particular news section. We're done with the Philippines. Let me check the comment section and move on. Hold on a minute. We're at about an hour. Okay. Stu Lavelle says, Hbar, I feel like dancing. Okay. I've been watching the Hulk for years. I remember. Sean Knights had XLM for years. Yeah, I used to have a Crypto Hulk hotline, but everybody gets like camera shy or whatever. Nobody. Now, I've had a couple people that called in on the hotline who had amazing information. And some very, very connected people have called up on the Crypto Hulk hotline, where I think it almost got the show shut off once or so. I got to be careful with the hotline. We get some weirdos that'll call in. But there are some people. I'm not going to do the hotline again because really nobody wanted to call it, so I'm not going to do that. But there was a couple diamonds that called in. These people with fucking amazing information that was kind of scary, actually. But yeah. But I used to have a hotline. Yeah, Jay Stone. I always have been saying May, springtime, late spring, but like May. I see something really massive. By the time May rolls around, something very massive. I've been telling y'all for 2 years, way before anybody else, years in advance. I was telling you, spring 2025, everybody. I was telling you guys that like 2023. Okay, let's see. Bring back the hotline. Let's see. Okay, last article. Last articulo. Let me do a copy and a paste. Jared Martin. Jared, thank you very much. Says, thanks for the honest info as always, Hulk. Well, that's what I do. I report facts, and you make decisions about what you want to do. But my show is just fact-based, so whatever I tell you, it's not an opinion. People ask for my opinion. Sure, I'll give you my opinion. I mean, see, it's another way we look at it. Crypto Hulk, how do you think about the article? Well, I think this, that, or the other. Now you got something to help you with your decision on what you want to do. Andrew Montoya. He's got some crown apple or something over there. All right, here we go. This is the United States House of Representatives, and we might have crypto regulations very soon. At least on stable coins. That's what I think. It's going to be stable coins first. They're not going to do all the crypto up front first. Here's what's up. A new House Financial Service leadership targets digital asset regulation. Okay, we've got Republicans in charge of the House of Representatives and the Senate. It's a very thin line between the two. We could lose one of the houses. What the new administration, the Republicans are saying, we want crypto regs. That's what we need. There's two things. We need to be rich. I've been telling you this for 3 years. That's why I don't care. If XRP right now is at $2.30, hey, a month or so ago, 2 months ago, it was like at 50 cents. And it's great, but it's not a big fucking deal. It's all speculation, okay? I said there's two things. We need global crypto regulation, number one. Globally, everybody's got to be on the same page. We're not there yet. The next thing we need is global tokenization of real-world assets. We're working on that. I don't know how far along we are, but we're working on it. Those are two things we need. So until then, maybe XRP goes at $10 or 20. I mean, that's not life-changing for me, at least. I didn't get in at 0.0003 XRP for $1. I mean, in the old days, if you had $1, you could probably buy 1,000 XRPs or something. That would have been fucking awesome, okay? Now we're at, you spend $2.50 and you get one. So for us, for me, I need to see at least $1,000 XRP at a minimum. So anything under that, like, you know, I can't really buy a decent house and shit with a $2 XRP, $10 XRP. Like, I mean, if I want to buy a house in a third world country where there's $50,000 or something, but so let's read this article real quick. You have a new administration that's targeting digital asset laws. This is what we need, everybody. The House Financial Services Committee has chosen leadership with an eye toward digital asset regulation. Representative French Hill, he's a Republican out of Arkansas, announced they have new appointments, okay? They put in people, they put in Congress people to make this crypto legislation happen. He says, promising to right-size the regulatory system for particularly community banks and create a regulatory framework for digital assets that will protect investors and consumers. This is great. In addition, Hill said the committee would ensure agencies are focused on their core statutory directed missions and not political agendas. Warren Davidson's involved in this. It will be interesting to see if any digital asset bills are part of the tax and border-focused reconciliation reconciliation package already being discussed. I'd expect a strong stablecoin bill to move quickly given existing bipartisan support. Okay, so here's what I believe is going to happen. We're going to get, see, look, Ripple leads the way. Ripple, look, comes out with this Ripple Labs stablecoin. Have they ever talked about this at all? Like a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago when I got, no. All of a sudden now, just Ripple comes out. They don't announce it, hey, we're working on a stable coin like years ago, or we're going to. No, it just all of a sudden comes out, right? Okay, there's a reason for all this. All this shit is planned out. Nothing's random, okay? What you're going to see are stablecoin rules come up first. Now, why is that? Because, see, they're trying to tie the American dollar to the crypto. They don't want to lose the American dollar with crypto. So what better way is to launch a stablecoin that's backed by the US dollar? Now that stablecoin can go anywhere in the world on somebody's phone. Now they don't need the actual paper dollar. They could be living in a hut somewhere in Africa, catching an Elon Musk satellite signal. Their phones are powered with little solar things they put up. They're about this big, and it catches the sunlight, and then you can have power in their phones. Then they can go sell their crypto, the Circle, the Ripple Labs US dollar, and these other ones that come out. That's how all this is going. So stable coins will get legalized first. That's what I've been predicting for quite a while now, at least 6 months-ish. Yeah. 6 months now, I've been telling you, it's stable coins going to get the legislation first. You get the stable coin in because it ties it into the American dollar. And then you get all these cryptos underneath, like an SEC, CFTC, the FDIC. You get them all tied in where the government control it. And now the government's like, crypto good, crypto good, crypto good. See how all this works? When I first started, what was I saying? 4.5 years ago, I was saying this. The government is crypto bad, crypto bad, crypto bad, crypto's bad. All cryptos are bad, 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 bad. Now, when the government gets control of these cryptos, crypto good, crypto good, crypto good, crypto good. See this little fucking game that's being played? While you and me, right now, are buying cryptos at Caleb and Brown, we're buying cryptos, and the government's still, crypto's bad, crypto's bad. Now's the time to buy, everybody. Now's not the time to ask me stupid, fucked up questions. Crypto Hulk, what's your exit point? And I'm thinking, why the fuck are you asking about an exit point when we haven't even fucking taken off yet? That's the dumbest fucking shit. What does that mean? You're watching dumbass channels that are talking about trading. Okay, let's stop with this. You don't fucking trade cryptos right now, people. That's what dumbasses do to try to get views, okay? I'm just letting you know the little secrets in the crypto industry. If you're an influencer, you start talking about charting, you show graphs on your show, you show cartoons, Elon Musk hand signals, all this dumb fucking shit, okay? Let me break it down simple. You get a Caleb Brown account, and then you also get a hardware wallet too. Split up your difference. The cryptos that we talk about in the show, buy them. We're not trading them. We're not selling them. We're not swapping them. We're not staking them. We're not yield farming. You see what I'm saying? We're not doing a fucking thing except buying them and holding them. But Crypto Hulk, I got to do something. I got to do something exciting. Like, there's got to be something. I got to make more money. Then get a fucking job. Get a second job then. How about that? You need to make more money? Start a business. Okay? It's not going to happen through cryptocurrency. The reason these social influencers get fucking rich, because you got 10 million people buying the dumb shit that they say, that hot tour stuff or whatever, okay? You get fucking dumbasses out. Those people are so fucking busted, the hot tour or whatever. They are fucking busted going to jail, okay? My show is so fucking simple. A chimpanzee could get rich. I'd appreciate if you get a membership. If you're watching the show for free, it's free. And I'm trying to make a deal with the universe. I got a free show. But I'd ask that if you can afford it, get a damn membership. Because the information on my shows is not anywhere else. All the connection stuff I show, nobody has those. Just me. Okay? So when I speak on things, there's authority on my channel. It's called facts, which the other channels don't have. Only me. So the rule that I'm going to close with now is now's not the time to sell, dummy. It's the time to, we don't need to ask the questions. We don't need, we're Crypto Hulk, when we're rich, what do we do? Just stop with all the dumb shit questions. Focus on right now, how can I get money to buy crypto? That's what you need to fucking focus on. Don't be going to like some Ripple Las Vegas trying to act like you're all this and that, because you're not. You're actually confused. If you go to Ripple Las Vegas, you're so fucking confused. It's sad. Because Ripple's the government. Anyhow, I'm going to get off that subject. Those people, those are the kind of people that need a reason, or they need to have a reason for their existence. What am I doing? I'm 40 years old and I live with my parents in the basement and I eat ramen noodle and play video games all day. All we do now is watch Crypto Hulk show. I read off fundamental cryptos that have a purpose, that are going to change the world, and we invest in those the best that we can, and we hold, and we don't do dumb shit, anything. And we wait for the next episode and see what else we learned. And then as the weeks go by, you can then start adjusting and doing different things as far as buying good crypto. That's it. There's no rockets going off or none of that shit. There's distractions. There's a lot of distractions, and these channels, they always got to figure out a way to have you do something, right? And most of the time when you do, rule number one, don't do anything that's free. Free airdrops, free that. There's nothing free. I'll tell you what, I'm not that old, but I'll be 55 soon, okay? The best things in life are the shit that I have to pay for. No, Crypto Hulk, it's the free shit. No, it's not. The free shit gets you fucked up, and the free shit always ends up costing 10 times what, if you would have just paid for that shit rather than get the free shit. It's not worth it. If I'm somewhere in the mall, hi, would you like a free whatever? If I hear the word free, I run. I don't want free. I'd rather do my homework and find the best deal, but the more free something is, or claims that we're going to give you, when I hear the words, hey, we'd like to give you a free whatever, I just think you're trying to give me a free fuck job. I'm cool, man. I'll pass. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that, okay? I don't want shit for free, because going up through my life, all the free shit ended up costing the most in my life. I'd rather just pay, okay? It makes it much simpler. All righty. Well, crypto regs are coming, says the United States House of Representatives. So crypto stable coins will be first. That'll be a wrap with that. Let me check the last minute comments, and I got to go work out legs and then cold plunge and then go to Costco and get ready for a Filipino party at my house tonight. Update. I got an Infinity Q50 Red Sport. It's pretty fast. It's insanely. Hey, don't buy one of those if it's just rear wheel drive. Don't do it. That's what I got. It's a black one. It looks pretty badass and it's fast as fuck. Don't buy the rear wheel drive. Make sure it's all wheel drive. Now you can get a great Infinity. Wait like when it's 4 years old or something, and you buy it, you'll buy at least 50% off. So the sticker price might be 60, 65. Wait 4 years. Make sure it's a lease return, so it's got low miles, and you'll pay like 30 for it, okay? Badass car, fast, man. Get the all-wheel drive only. Don't do the fucking rear wheel shit. That thing's got 400 horsepower, and it slides all over the road, okay? It's a disaster waiting to happen. So get an Infiniti Q50X Red Sport. It's so fucking fast, especially when it's cold outside, 60 degrees and colder, even 50 and colder. That motor just sucks the air in, and you're gonna feel 400 horsepower. I'm telling you what. The motor busted yesterday, so I couldn't get 2 shows in. I got stuck down in Elk Grove, which is south of Sacramento by, 15 miles or something. So I'm down almost in like, not Modesto, but I'm down in all the way down in Elk Grove and almost at the county line. And the fucking Infiniti motor just blew out. I'm like, what the fuck? I only got 30,000 miles on it. Now I do drive it hard. I use that quick shift. Let me tell you. I have known to redline that car every time I drive it. So the motor just kind of... So it's in the shop. They may have to total out the car. I'm not sure. But the mechanic guy who looked at it real quick says there was knocking in the motor. And this is not good. And the car almost has like no power anymore. So he's like... I can't officially tell you until we rip apart the head on the motor and look at it and all that, but he's like, I'm kind of telling you right now, it's probably going to void your lease, so you might want to start looking around. And I'm like, oh. So there you have that. Yeah, so now I'm in a rental. So I'll tell you what I did. I went to Enterprise, and they had a Toyota Camry that I could rent. And they said, but if you want to double the price of the Camry, and this wasn't like the toppest Camry or whatever, it was just whatever they have, a Camry, basic whatever. They said if you double that price, due to the fact you tried to get a full-size car and we don't have any, well, let's make a deal. And I'm like, no, I don't like free shit. No, look what I'm driving. So for about 3 days, they didn't have a full-size car, and I paid for it. And they're like, how about this? We won't have any full-size cars until Sunday come in. How'd you like to drive a Porsche? And I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, man, that's just going to be like too much and shit. And they said, sir, you've been a customer here before a lot. I'm like, yeah. And like, we're going to do this for you. We're going to get you into a Porsche Macan. I was almost getting the baby fist. And I'm almost ready to laugh or cry. I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, dude, I can't afford all that shit. And they're like, we'll get it to you at double the cost of the Camry. Now, this isn't their, like, the $50,000 Camry or whatever. This is just whatever, their rental car, 4-cylinder Camry. And I'm like, so I'm driving away in a Porsche? And he's like, yeah. A black one? And he's like, let me check. Yeah, he's like, we got white or black? I'm like, no fucking way. I said, you got a black Macan, leather and all that shit ready to go? And he's like, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry about the not having the full-size Camry, and sorry about you having to pay a little bit more, but we'll get you into the Porsche. We'll cut the rate down 50% on the Porsche. And I'm not going to tell you how much I'm paying per day, but it's like twice the cost of a basic Camry rental. I'm like, no fucking way. So Cryptoholic's rolling in a Porsche for 3 days. So anyhow, that's manifestation. Oh, check it out. So remember how I like this? I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means, but I think I know what it means. So check this out. I went to go test drive a Porsche. I showed you that video where I walked through the dealership and stuff about a month ago or a month and a half, because I wanted to like manifest having a Porsche. And now, not the most expensive one, just something, even like a basic Macan would be good. But it's like sometimes you have to put that out to the universe. Now it's going to get a little bit different. So some of you guys might not believe all this stuff, but I do totally. So I put that out there. I test drove and stuff. Yesterday, my motor, my Infiniti just blows out. It's done. I'm getting like depressed. I'm down in way past South Sacramento, and I got a show. I'm trying to put together a show later, and I got a deadline of like 6:30 or some shit at the latest. And man, this fucking shit takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours behind schedule and stuff. I'm like, fuck, I can't do the show. I'm driving home. I go to the Enterprise rent-a-car, and that's when it's almost like, I've never been offered that. They give me a Porsche for a little bit more than a Camry, and I'm like, what the fuck, right? And I don't like free shit. And as I'm driving home in the Porsche, guess what? The fucking Porsche dealership calls me and says, hey, Crypto Hulk, how's it going? We're checking in. You were in here about a month and a half ago looking at Porsches. Are you still interested? I'm like, well, right now I'm driving one. I mean, what are the odds, right? I'm like, actually, right now I'm driving one home. And he's like, oh, I thought you were going to go through us to buy one. And I said, oh, I am, but I'm renting this one. So he started laughing. I'm like, yeah, I said, I'm driving one, but it's not mine. I'm just renting it because they didn't have any at the car dealership or whatever, and they made me a great deal on a Porsche, so I couldn't resist it. Yeah, it's a little more than a Camry, but still, fuck, dude, it's a Porsche. And he was laughing a little bit, and I said, but it's the basic one. It's not the S or the GTS. And I said, it's just fun. It's great. I'm manifesting this shit. Like, I'm driving one. I go from test driving one to actually driving one for 3 days. It's in my fucking driveway. I can't wait to get off this show, go drive it to the gym, turn the radio up, man, put the windows down. It's got this sunroof that opens all the way up. Like, it's lovely. I'm manifesting it. Enjoy your Fiesta Hulkster. So, there you go. Typical YouTube form, says Stu Lavelle. Toss that Infinity and go get a Porsche. No, the Porsches, now if my Infinity is trashed and they get me out of that lease, I'm probably going to do a Porsche lease. And they're about like $600 a month on that. I think $7. So I'm not going for the best macaw, just the bottom kind of. I'm trying to keep it around $6-7 a month at the most. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's what I'm telling you. The manifestation stuff. I've been driving past that Porsche dealership for 2 years, saying one day. Every time I drive past it, whether I'm with my friends or whoever, I'm like, see that Porsche dealership? One day I'm getting a car from there. This just might happen in the next week or so. You never know. So I want you to manifest stuff. If there's a store you want to go to buy something at one day, maybe start off just by walking past the store and looking. Maybe start off by going into that store, touching the art sculpture, the tractor, the car, the wallet, whatever it is you want to buy. I don't know. And just start imagining and try to make it real. I'm renting the car so I can get this into the universe, and I'm driving the Porsche. I know what it's like. I'm going to walk out of my house, see a black Porsche there. It's a rental. And then go work out and drive around for a few days in a Porsche and just know what it's like. So that's what I'm doing right now. Stu Lavelle gives a test, a tax-free test. Thank you very much for that, Stu. Jay Stone says it's absolutely true. That Porsche dealership manifesting is key. You don't have to know how you're going to get it. Just dream it, okay? That's what I'm saying. You don't have to have a fucking plan. As you start showing the universe, as you start showing your destiny what you want it to be, plans and ideas will start to come to you. Then the longer you entertain this thing and the universe knows you're serious, then plans will come in and ideas on how you're going to get the money to do that. That's how it works. When I was a little kid, I started weight training. I was 15, skinny as fuck. I was wearing I still remember this. I was wearing a Gold's Gym tank top. And some guy named Dustin was like making fun of me. He's like, oh, you got to have muscles before you wear that. And I was a skinny ass 15-year-old, no muscle at all. I weighed 150 pounds. And then look at me today, I'm about 300. Now, it did take me 40 years to get like this. I had some pretty good muscle size, probably 2 to 3 years after that. And then for the rest of my life until now. So basically for 40 years. It's what you put into your head and manifest. We have a new year coming up, 2025. I'm telling you this. This is your new year to start dreaming and putting out there so it can come back to you. That's what I truly believe. And especially when it comes to crypto. I'm going to head off here. I got to go drive my temporary car to the gym. But I'll see y'all in my next broadcast.